It is World Oceans Day, and members of SION, an institution within the National Research Fund, have come out to clean the environment and to clean the coastal area. These members particularly deal with the preservation of the ocean and making sure that the ocean is a safe environment for the creatures that live in it, and also to make sure that we as humans also gain maximum benefits from the ocean. But right now I'm going to speak to the manager of SION, Mr. Tony Bonman. Sir, a very good afternoon to you.
Hi, good morning.
Let's first talk about now the importance of preserving the ocean. Why are you here today?
Yes, well, it's World Oceans Day, and it's a day that we celebrate globally to raise awareness on the importance of the oceans in our society and for all living beings on the planet. We're also trying to raise awareness during this day as to the impacts taking place in and on and under the oceans. And that is one of the reasons why we are here today, is to clean up the beach. We adopted an Operation Clean Spot, which is a Sustainable Seas Trust initiative, and we agreed then to come and maintain and clean this area for as long as it takes, and maintain it so that society can enjoy this beautiful environment that we have here in the city.
And I know you've done massive research when it comes to now the ocean. Let's talk about the quality of our oceans. So we had a conversation earlier on where you said that the lockdown level 5 did not really contribute much in terms of, letting the sea breathe, basically. How has the quality of our ocean been?
South Africa is quite lucky. We've got relatively clean oceans, except around the big metros on the coastlines like Cape Town and Nelson Mandela Bay and Durban and so forth, where there is some poor quality water that flows into the oceans. And we monitor these regularly, as well as the quality of the water in the estuaries and in the coastal zone. And compared to most parts of the world, our water quality is relatively good. It's because we've got a high energy coastline, we've got strong wave action, we've got strong currents that keep our oceans clean. But yet we are still, I think, a large percentage of the waste that we generate on land do end up in the ocean. So we are trying to educate the public and society, to try and recycle, not throw their litter away on the beaches and so forth, and to keep the area clean, because it has an impact on the organisms in the ocean, and in extreme cases it impacts the food web. And of course we're at the top of that food web, so it does influence us as well if the ocean is not in good health.
Now lastly, let's just talk about now the benefits that we as human beings get from the oceans, because I'm sure a number of people are now wondering, how does this directly speak or translates to me as a viewer at home?
Yes, well, the oceans are critically important for life on Earth. Most of the oxygen that we actually breathe comes from small microscopic plants that live in the sea, phytoplankton. Oceans are very important in taking up carbon out of the atmosphere, and when those organisms that take up the carbon die, it sinks out to the sea floor. So they're responsible for keeping the carbon dioxide and the greenhouse gases in our atmosphere at lower levels than it would have been if it wasn't for the oceans. So the oceans are very important. I think more than 40% of our population live on the coastline. A large portion of the population is dependent on the food and resources that come out of the oceans. So having clean and healthy oceans is very important for all life on Earth.
Thank you so much, sir.
Pleasure.
Well, that was the manager of SION, Mr. Tony Bonman, encouraging residents to continue to maintain and protect our oceans, and highlighting a number of benefits that we can get from, the ocean, saying that it is important to continue to recycle and to make sure that, you protect this beautiful creation as much as you can. But as you can see here in Gqeberha, it is a bright and beautiful sunny day, so maybe you might also want to go and visit the ocean during this World Ocean Day.